This is Radio TV Phono Nut. You may remember about 5 years ago I picked up an old Rock-Ola 429 jukebox from 1965, and my plan was to overhaul it and get it working again. Well, with everything else going on, that never happened, and it just sat in my basement. Put it up for sale on the local Facebook baby clothes and cell phone pages, and all I got was a bunch of people wasting my time. You know, they expected a perfectly working jukebox for little or nothing, which is about par for the course in my area. Put it on eBay, left it on there for a few days. All I got was a bunch of watchers and lookers, but no bids, so I just said the heck with it. And really, for the first time since I got it, I really opened it up and looked on the inside, and it really was in much worse shape than I thought it was. So it's probably a good thing nobody made arrangements to buy it, because they probably would have been disappointed when they come to pick it up. That jukebox had obviously been stored in a not so great location, and unfortunately being in my basement for 5 years didn't help matters any, but I think the bulk of the damage was done before it came to me. The whole bottom of it had gotten wet and was rotten and crumbling apart, and everything on the inside was all rusty and crusty. I suppose with enough dedication and determination and money, somebody could have restored it, but I don't know that it would have been worth the effort, because there's other examples of that jukebox in better shape that wouldn't require as much money or effort to get it going again. So what I did, I saved the amplifier out of it in this power distribution unit, and the rest of it went to the dump. And if anybody needs this, it's going to be for sale on eBay. Hopefully I can get some of my investment back. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get all of my investment back, but hopefully I can get a little something out of this. Maybe somebody needs it for a jukebox restoration, or maybe you want to take a jukebox amplifier and turn it into a home hi-fi amplifier or something creative. This pretty much only has a big power transformer on it. And on the underside, we have a big selenium rectifier and a relay and a few other things, but this is mainly just a power distribution unit for the lamps and such. Here's the amplifier. It's pretty crusty looking, and I have not checked it. I haven't powered it up. I haven't done anything. I don't know what's good. I don't know what's not good. So if you buy this, it's strictly as is. It uses 4 6BQ5s, 2 for each channel, a couple of 12AT7s, and a couple of 6CY7s. And what's this one over here? A 12AU7. And you see we have controls for mono, stereo, AVC, off and on, treble, bass, and this looks like a power level switch. And then a machine speaker padding pad. And of course a fuse, and there's a Molex connector there where it plugs into something or another. Okay, that Molex plug is for the door speakers, and this looks like external speaker controls on the terminal strips. Here's our input for the cartridge, balance control, volume control plug, and a jack mark for upper speakers. And this plugs into that power supply unit right there. Here's the underside. It looks like we had a little smokification right here on one of the 6BQ5 sockets. That needs to be addressed, and somebody did a sloppy filter capacitor replacement. This one's not even soldered in good, just dangling loose. I suspect what happened, this amplifier died, and that's what put the jukebox out of commission, and then it went to a not so great storage place where it slowly died over the next 30-something years. Based on the title strips that were in the jukebox, I'd say this was last used in the late 80s. But If you want this thing for some kind of project, I'll start the bidding out pretty low and just get whatever I can get for it. And if nobody wants it, I'll pull the tubes out of it and throw the rest of it in the junk pile. So yeah, there'll be a link in the video description if you want this junk.